Evening, this is the Hawk. Happy Memorial Day, which I call USAC Day. The day you make a pledge to God again. The day you decide to do something about what your plight is right now, while you're surrounded by the horrors of what is happening in South Africa. What's the reason for your plight? Racism. Both sides. The desperate need to have your own land, your own homelands. The desperate need to control your own lives. But none of you took into account the fact that you have to live together. None of you accepted this fact. So for 400 years you fought each other, killed each other, raped each other, murdered each other, attacked each other, called each other names, worked together, figured it out, hated each other again. Did it solve anything? No. But I totally disagree with one set of people controlling another. So come this day where certain people made a pact with God to survive a day from mounting odds. They survived and made a pact that they would remember this day for as long as they could remember. For generation after generation they would remember this day. Now I've heard Ramaphosa make his story. It's a lie. History doesn't lie, Mr. Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa stood on his platform with his face hanging down like he's haggard, like the devil's got him, like he hasn't slept in weeks. It's because he cannot control the nightmare that surrounds him. His vice president and Ace Magashule are trying to oust him in a coup d'etat by ganging up on him with the rest of the criminals. You see, once a criminal, always a criminal. You and your brother-in-laws and your son-in-laws that controlled Eskom played with people's lives, and now it's backfiring on you. And now you're affecting every business in South Africa where people are losing their jobs because electricity is not stable. You've allowed Mozambique and Zimbabwe to steal your electricity and not pay for it. The same as Soweto. And more billions and billions of rands have been wasted. Zuma stole almost 2/3 of GDP. It should have gone to the people of South Africa. People of South Africa, I need a mandate. I need a mandate of 1 million+ people. To give me a voice to take to the United States President and to every leader in the world to say, we need change and we need it now, not today. We need it yesterday and we need it immediate. The rest of the world wants to invest in South Africa, but they will not invest in South Africa when you rape people and you murder people in the street, or you shoot people in their cars to take their cars, or you kidnap their children to sell them into sex slavery, or you sell drugs on the street. And no businessman's going to give you money just for free unless you work for it. And food does not come from Pick and Pay or Spar or the tea room on the corner or the cafe. It comes from hard-working farms. So you kill all the farmers, you're killing yourselves. And as for land reform, already the ANC is trying to steal the best farms for themselves. They're criminals. In Julius Malema, you blame white people in your conference. You don't let the media in. What are you scared of? And to the Mampumpans that go and vote, and you all voted for the same 7 idiots to be leaders of the EFF. And this little boy, this Malema, this herd boy, this idiot, this cow boy, he's a boy. What does he know about leading people? What does he know? He's just a boy. He's not even a man. He's not even a daughter. He's not a cattler. He's just a boy. An idiot boy with a big mouth who's going to take your country into a mess if you ever vote for him. And those criminals that are sitting next to him in red suits that think that it's okay to go beat people up because they cannot convince them otherwise will steal everything. They stole the VBS bank and you all just look the other way. You think they're not going to steal your money too? You cannot be this stupid. I want a mandate. The United States wants a mandate. The rest of the world needs a mandate to come and help South Africa. Because you're heading to starvation, anarchy, rape, murder, which is already happening. Crime is rampant. The police are corrupt. The police are arrogant racists, many of them. 2020, every policeman that pulls a race card, take his picture, make a video and send it to me. I'll make them famous. Every politician that commits crime, corruption, abuse of power, send me their name. Hack their computers and send me that stuff. I'll put it on the internet and they can blame me. Today in South Africa is the Memorial Day. I call it USAC Day, the United South African Coalition Day. In conjunction with Memorial Day, where you remember God. But today I'm telling you to stand up, get off your knees, and say, no more. No more to BEE laws. No more to discriminative policemen. No more to be denied education and work. No more to pay taxes to criminals who just spend it on BMWs and Mercedes-Benz and Armani suits. And to the EFF, Ace Makashula, and the Vice President, and many others, Zuma, and Ramaphosa, land reform is a human rights violation. Remember that when we come for you and we take you to the Hague and you stand trial because you've been inciting the murder of people. And Dile Masatama, you next too. You on that list. Every year it gets closer and closer. And the more we influence the world, the more you are closer to jail or to standing trial for human rights violations. I'm going to put forward an old video of the Voortrekker Monument where there were thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over those hills. Look at that picture. Understand what I'm saying. That's a mandate. That's faith in your people. That's faith in standing up. That's faith in saying, I belong to God. The SABC is coming out with they don't want Christmas, to celebrate Christmas and Boxing Day. How ridiculous. The only way they're doing that is to sell ratings so people will tune in to listen to evil nonsense. So all the people in South Africa, yes, follow the sheep. Don't have Christmas. Don't have Boxing Day. But remember, there is no Christmas bonus. No money. You're going to work Christmas Day and you're going to work on Boxing Day. And no money. No bonus. Because there's no Christmas bonus. Are these people stupid? Who's going to agree to this nonsense? Tomorrow, people of South Africa, you demand that BEE laws be taken off the books. You demand that the discriminative laws against whites be stopped. You demand that Julius Malema be arrested for racism and his entire group arrested for racism. Because if you don't arrest him, you don't have rights to arrest any white people. They call you the K word. Or get frustrated. Because if you don't arrest Malema, then your whole legal system is a joke. Malema should be in jail right now. Like the other lady, Momberg. Because he said far worse things. And Dylan Masatama the same. And the South African Human Rights Organization, you're a joke. You should be in jail too for allowing many of these things to happen. To all the minorities in South Africa, tomorrow is the 16th of December, or today for you. That's the day you stand up, get off your knees, pray to God, make a pact with God again, and you say, 2020, no more. No more. We refuse. The ANC needs to go. Every single politician in the ANC needs to be arrested for corruption. Their assets seized because it's treason. They've stolen your money. Zuma needs to give up all the money he has in the bank. He needs to be caught out. All the properties and money that he's got overseas, the United States needs to seize it so that he cannot use it. All the houses that he has in South Africa need to be sold and given, the money given to people for houses and clinics and roads and hospitals and schools. These are not being done because only a few of the Tsotsis take it. And the ANC is a bunch of Tsotsis. To the Afrikaner Boere, stand up. Stand up. Vandaag is die dag wat julle staan op. To the colored people, die moenie ook mense doodmaak nie. Stop selling drugs. What do you gain by killing your people? Why are you killing your people? To all the moderate blacks and the tribal people that have been denied, you should not be living in the townships with sewage running down the street. You should not be in townships where there's still no clinics, no hospitals, no roads. You should be in bigger houses, better shapes. They left you behind. 25 years later, they're still blaming apartheid. Still blaming apartheid. The children that went to school with you are 30 years old now. Were they in apartheid? Don't they have a right to a job? Is it just that we're all racists and we cannot see the nonsense from the politicians who are lying to you because they're stealing your money and putting it in their pocket? This is the Hawk. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Hit the bell. Tomorrow's an important day. When you do go to pray, pray on one knee, not two. When you stand up after praying, tell the world no more. This is the Hawk. I'm out of here. You be safe out there. You be brave. You be brave like you've never been brave before in your life. And you tell the government you are to go. You're a parasite. This is the Hawk. I'm signing out. You be safe. Enjoy your families tomorrow. And pray to God. Make that vow.
Nou word die gelofte wat Sarelselje by Bloedrivier afgeleid, plechtig voorgelees. Met geboe hoofde staan die ganse skare in ootmoed.
Mijn broeders en medelandgenoten, hier staan wij thans op een ogenblik voor een heilige God van hemel en aarde, om in belofte aan hem te beloven, als hij met zijn bescherming met ons zal wezen en onze vijand in onze handen zal geven, dat wij hem overwinnen, dat wij die dag en datum elke jaar als in verjaardag en in dankdag, zoals in Sabbat, in zijn eer zal doorbrengen, en dat wij een tempel tot zijn eer stichten zal, waar het hem zou behagen, en dat wij het ook aan onze kinderen zal zeggen, dat zij met ons erin moeten delen, tot gedachtenis ook voor onze opkomende geslachten, want de ere van zijn naam daardoor zal verheerlijkt worden, dat de roem en eer van onze overwinning aan hem zal worden gegeven.
Die skare neem weer hulle sitplekke in om toegespreek te word.
Afrikaner, Kowaardes, waar gaan jy heen? Staan dan stil en draai terug na uw volk. Die uur is nou daar. Die zonnestraal uit die hemel valt nou op die sarkofaag. Dit verlig nou daar die toewijdingsgelofte, wat nou en vir altyd diep ingegrif en onuitwisbaar op die hart van elke Afrikaner geskrywe moet staan. Ons vir jou, Suid-Afrika.